Welcome to another video on mixing preset. In today's video, guys, I'm gonna walk you through how you can actually mix your vocals in FL Studios to sound like Ronsocold Presets. You ready? Let's do this right after the intro. The name is Gosa once again, and still the solution camera, providing solutions to your problems. Hit that subscribe button if you are new to this channel. Turn on the notification bell, like the video, leave a comment and subscribe there. Okay, so guys, we are in FL Studio now, and we're gonna consider some mixing preset, which is Ronsocold Preset. All right, so I'm gonna double click on this. As you can see, this one has been routed over here. This is the vocals. Let's listen to this. So now, guys, let's listen to the whole. What I'm going to do is to reduce the beat to about negative 6 dB. Alright, so now let's listen to this vocals without any effects. It's time for you to introduce the preset, okay? And this is Ronsocold Preset. All right, we're gonna try this. All you need to do is to drag it and drop it on this particular channel here. So I have introduced the preset on this particular vocals, and if I play it to you, it's gonna sound a little bit crazy. Listen to this, and we're gonna correct everything. So you can actually hear that. So the first thing we're gonna correct is the AutoTune. Okay, the key for this particular song is D minor. Let's change the AutoTune. Let's set the AutoTune correctly. Super simple. Now let's listen to this. That's super crazy. So the next thing we're gonna fix over here is the delay. All right, so we're gonna control the amount of the delay a little bit by checking this one. All right, then guys, now let's listen to this. After something, don't do long, yeah. She falling for me, she say love Mr. Badman. She says she no like no drama. Me, I got to treat her papa, make her take and go show mom papa. Alright, so now you can actually hear what this preset has transformed our vocals to. Without a preset, listen to this. I'm gonna solo the vocals alone. Listen to this without a preset. See, gotta get a nice thing, baby, my liking. She getting yours with the matching my looking. Alright, and now let's listen to it with the presets. If only for me, she say love Mr. Badman. She says she no like no drama. Me, I got to treat her papa, make her take and go show mom papa. They can do this poorly man. She stick to me, she no need no. Alright guys, so it's time for us to walk through this preset that we are using. So the very first one on the list was the AutoTune, and if you don't know how to use AutoTune, then watch my previous videos and I'm going to take you through step by step, so you can actually AutoTune your vocals perfectly when you watch my video. All right, super simple. Let's listen to this, how we were able to achieve this. I'm going to introduce them one by one. So this was the AutoTune alone. If only for me, she say love Mr. Badman. She says she no like no drama. Me, I got to treat her papa, make they can go show mom papa. They can do this poorly man. She stick to me, she no need no. Alright, so right after the AutoTune, guys, the next thing I introduced was this fruity flangos. If you have been watching my videos, I'm always mixing with stock plugins. You don't need additional plugins before you can achieve a greater mix. Alright, so this was my settings. You can see the depth over here is 50%, the speed is 75%, then you can see the spread is all the way up 100%, and I'm sending it to about 28% to the vocals. Alright, so let's listen to that together with the AutoTune.
If only for me, she say love Mr. Badman. She says she no like no drama. Me, I got to treat her papa, make her take and go show mom papa.
Alright, so right after this, I felt like compressing the vocals, and guys, I introduced our normal fruity compressor from FL Studio. Like the video if you are new here. This was my settings. I mean, the threshold is negative 10 dB, then I'm giving it fast attack over here, slow release, and you can see the ratio is 7:3. Super simple. Listen to this once
again. If only for me, she say love Mr. Badman. She says she no like no drama. Me, I got to treat her papa, make her take and go show mom papa.
So you can actually hear that the vocals had been compressed, so there's loss in volume. Don't worry, we're gonna fix that. Next thing I introduced was the fruity limiter. Alright, this was my setting. I'm using the compressor over here.
If only for me, she say love Mr. Badman. She says she no like no drama. Me, I got to treat her papa, make her take and go show mom papa. They can do this man.
Alright, so right after this, I introduced the Sound Good Deezer, also from FL Studio, guys.
If only for me, she say love Mr. Badman. She says she no like no drama.
And you can actually hear that the vocals had been compressed.
If only for me, she say love Mr. Badman. She says she no like no drama. Me, I got to treat her papa, make her take and go show mom papa.
Alright, next thing I introduced was the Maximus. As you can see over here, this is the Maximus.
If only for me, she say love Mr. Badman. She says she no like no drama. Me, I got to treat her papa, make her take and go show mom papa. They can do this man.
Super simple. And the next thing I introduced was Reverb 2. This is the Reverb 2 from FL Studio, and this was the settings. You can see the room size is 79. I'm going for a little bit large hall. Then the delay, as you can see, 130 milliseconds. This is the settings. You can actually take a screenshot. And guys, I'm sending the reverb over here. I didn't create a different channel, alright, I just place it over here. You can actually create a separate track and send that reverb to your vocals, but I felt like placing everything over here. So let's listen to the reverb on our vocals.
If only for me, she say love.
I'm gonna mute it now, guys.
If only for me, she say love Mr. Badman.
As you can hear, without the reverb.
If only for me, she say love Mr. Badman.
With the reverb.
If only for me, she say love Mr. Badman. She says she.
We're gonna control the amount of the reverb, reduce it to about -9. I don't want much on this particular vocals.
If only for me, she say love Mr. Badman. She says she no like no drama. Me, I got to treat her papa, make her take and go show mom papa. They can do this man.
Alright, so right after this, guys, it was time for EQ, and as you can see, I'm using the parametric EQ. You can see the surgical EQ that I've done here, and guys, I've boosted some of the frequencies, I've boosted some of the ranges, as you can see, and I'm using the fruity parametric EQ.
If only for me, she say love Mr. Badman. She says she no like no drama. Me, I got to treat her papa, make her take and go show mom papa.
That's the power of the EQ.
If only for me, she say love Mr. Badman. She says she no like no drama. Me, I got to treat her papa, make her take and go show mom papa.
Alright, so guys, right after that, I introduced another EQ over here. Okay, let me put the two side by side so that you can actually see what's going on. Alright, with this one, I cut off some of the low ends, and guys, I reduced the 20 kHz a little bit. That was that.
If only for me, she say love Mr. Badman. She says she no like no drama. Me, I got to treat her papa, make her take her.
Alright, so you can see this was the surgical EQ that I did, and over here I boosted frequencies that I want.
If only for me, she say love Mr. Badman. She said she no like no drama. Me, I got to treat her proper. Make her take and go show mom and papa.
That's pretty simple, guys. We're gonna add that to the a beat.
Falling for me, she say love Mr. Badman. She said she no like no drama. Me, I got to treat her proper. Make her take and go show mom.
Next thing I introduced was the fruity delay 3. As you can see, this is the fruity delay 3, and I'm using, and this is my preset. You can take a screenshot of it. Let's solo the vocals alone. Alright.
Falling for me, she say love Mr. Badman. She said she no like no drama. Me, I got to treat her proper. Make her take and go. Make her take and go.
So now you can hear the delay well. I'm gonna control the amount.
Falling for me, she say love Mr. Badman. She said she no like no drama. Me, I got to treat her proper. Make her take and go show mom and papa. Oh, the guy did this poly man. She stick to me, she no need no one. Oh, the guy did this poly man, but she say she love me. Oh, the guy did this poly man. She stick to me, she no need no one. Oh, the guy did this poly man, but
so now that you know this mixing preset, then watch the next video to know how to compress your vocals like a pro. I mean the cheat code. Not wasting much of your time. See you in the next video. Stay blessed.